Well, Jenny, speaking of being open, people are still buying and selling houses. So if you're considering becoming a homeowner, there are a few steps you should take before applying for a mortgage. We got an expert to share with us. This was way before social distancing and my blonde hair. Take a look. Hey there, I'm with David Sant from Cypress Credit Union, and we're talking how to prepare for getting a mortgage. Maybe you're dreaming of the home you want, maybe you're already designing it in your head, but you gotta pay for it, sorry. Yeah. And David, you have some good tips on, preparing for that mortgage. Where do we start?
I think one of the first things you're going to do is get an understanding of your current credit standings. So look at your credit report. Go and do your free credit report poll. Find out what your score is. Look and make sure that you don't have anything on there that isn't supposed to be on there.
It's actually a good time to make sure that nobody's stealing your identity. Just go through and check your health, right?
Yes, just to check and make sure that the accounts they're reporting are what should be reporting, that you don't have anything in delinquency that shouldn't be showing in delinquency, or maybe there was something that happened a long time ago that shouldn't be on there anymore that you could get removed.
I'm always shocked at what I find on my credit report. I'm like, wait, that was a magazine subscription from college. All right, anyway, what about saving for that big down payment?
Yes, so while you're doing this, that's seems like it's the common theme we're always talking about is savings and budgeting. So hopefully you've been saving for a long time. If that's a goal of yours and something you've been budgeting for, you've been setting the money aside, you've been saving over time, but it's a great time to start to ramp up that savings. See where you can cut back, to put more money towards that down payment, because for every dollar you can put down towards that is going to be interest free. You're not going to have to pay interest on borrowing that money, and over 30 years you pay a lot of money in interest on a home loan. So you're going to want to take care of as much of that up front you can with your down payment.
That's good to know. Okay, what about debt? I know we all have it. We have an average of pretty high in the thousands of debt. So does that need to be gone before we do a mortgage?
It doesn't have to be gone, but I think you want to get rid of as much of it as you can, because you're going to be taking on a much higher level of debt. You're going to be committed again for a much longer term to this debt. So if you can pay off your credit card loans, pay off an auto loan if you can, just get that as low as it can be. It's also going to help your credit score. It's going to help you in other areas. It's going to give you more buying power when you're looking for your home.
That's true, but you don't want to, take out another loan to cover that stuff. Because that affects you detrimentally when you're applying for a mortgage. How?
Yes, you want to protect your credit score as much as possible. So if you're going out there and you're even looking to buy a home and they're doing credit pulls, all credit pulls or credit inquiries can have a negative effect on your loan. If it's a hard pull or a hard inquiry for things like a credit card or an auto loan or any of these low rate loans. So you don't want to do that, because that can end up decreasing your credit score, which is going to make it harder for you to get that mortgage you may have already been qualified for, or it may make it so there's a mortgage you wanted that you weren't able to get because now you have to find a different option. Yeah,
and it'll maybe give you a higher percentage rate that you don't want.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, what about getting pre-approved? Is there a difference, pre-qualified, pre-approved, and do you need that before you even start looking?
I think it's a great thing to get, because it's going to help you understand what you can afford. So not only get pre-approved, get pre-approved and make sure that that pre-approval fits within your budget. Find out if you want to spend, $1,500 a month on your home. What would that look like? How much home could you afford to get there? What fees are involved, right? If through the pre-approval process, they'll lay out, here's what this would be, here's what fees you would pay, here's that total cost of the home buying process. And they would be able to give you that, so you'd be able to budget there and know what to expect. It also gives you a lot of power, because you're not going to go out, you won't fall in love with the home if you don't go see the home. So if you know you only want to spend up to $250,000,
don't see houses that are $340,000.
Then you're not going to go fall in love with the $340,000, right?
Well, and that's interesting, because I've done the pre-approval and I got more than what I could actually afford. So I was like, well, then should I buy this expensive house even though I know this mortgage will be so high? You can actually go to one of your mortgage advisors and take those numbers to them, right?
Yeah, our mortgage advisors will help you. I mean, they'll do your pre-approval for you, right? Our mortgage advisors can do everything. We have one person that you would work with from the time you want to start looking for a home till the time you're closing on that home. And they're there to help you throughout the whole process. It's something kind of unique to our credit unions. We have one person that's dedicated to you. We have a whole group of them, but you'll have one person dedicated with you to help you the whole way.
And they'll be real with you on what you can afford. So it saves you that heartache in the long run. Thank you so much, David Sant. Where can people find more from you?
At cypressu.com, we've got great articles to help you with the home buying process, and a link to find our advisors as well.
Okay, the more you know, the more house you can get. I don't know. See ya.